Welcome to Simi Valley. Yeah, you're thinking about cars. There's so many people behind the scenes building cars, but only one who wins all the awards. My buddy Steve Strope.
Not all of them.
Pretty much everything. You know, it's funny. We started this journey out to Simi Valley today from a call. A friend of mine, Damien, called and he said, hey, listen, we're gonna unveil a car. I've had this car in the family for so long. It's a very special car, and I've heard about this car actually, is Camaro.
Yeah.
And a long time ago, you know, it's been sitting in the garage, it's been all over the place, and Damien brought it to Steve Strope and he said, we're gonna rebuild the car, and then we're going to surprise my father with this car. So his father has no idea what's going on. He's gonna come out here and we're gonna show him the new car.
Oh yeah.
Give me a little rundown.
So what happened, Damien came to me about a year and a half, 2 years ago, called up and said, I would really, really love you to go through this Camaro that I have. Mm-hmm. And he proceeded to tell this story to me that they had it, I believe, if I have it wrong, Damien, sorry, but I believe they got it in 1970. It's a 69 Camaro, convertible Camaro. So basically, as far as I'm concerned, that's all of its life. They had it in their family. I don't know if I'm spot on, but I believe the brothers tinkered with it, noodled with it, kind of took it apart. Then it went to 3 different shops. And each one of the shops, I could tell you because I've got the remaining shell. Yeah. Now let's remember.
You got what was left.
This family owned this car basically when it was new. It was used by 6 months, 8 months. They had all its parts. Mm-hmm. When we took it out of the storage bin in Riverside, it had nothing. That means the 3 shops, which shall remain nameless, took parts off it. The convertible top frame was missing.
You know, I know some of the projects you've worked on over the years, and it seems like you are the third stop.
Yeah.
People, it goes here, it goes here. Well, we're going to bring it here.
And they give up, and then they come here.
And then you come here, and I always see, you know, trailer trucks pulling up, and it's like, here's a box of this and a box of this. Oh, you need the seats too. Bring those in.
Yep.
The neat thing you're going to see here today. They have no idea what's going on. They're thinking we're taping like a show here.
And how this started is back when this was getting wrapped up.
Right.
I told Damien, I go, hey, I'll clear out some space. We'll cover the car and let's do a little unveiling for your dad. Won't that be special and kind of cool? And he
took it to the next level.
He took it to this where we're going to do a fake filming and an interviewing and dragging him and his dad kind of into it. So like he's saying, him and his dad are going to come in here, and his dad's not going to know that Camaro is his. They're coming in here, as far as his dad's concerned, to interview me, see if I'm the shop they should come to restore the car that his dad and his brother both think it's still forlorn sitting over in the storage facility in Riverside.
No, it's big. We're going to do this, and we're going to pull off the top to this. The only thing they know,
or his dad may notice,
is the plate.
The rear license plate is the original license plate.
That's the deal. So stick around. You're going to love what you see.
Yeah, it's going to be cool.
Let's go do this. So we have Damien and George. You guys come on in here. I want to look at. I got the build book. This is kind of cool. You know, we were talking about every time you go to Pure Vision, you end up seeing someone, and of course, you guys came with an idea. You have a Camaro, right?
Right.
Okay, so what year is this? Tell me a little bit about this build.
69.
And it's yours?
69. Yes.
This is yours?
That's mine.
You look over this way.
But he gave it to me in 92, so, you know, it's a combination.
That's what he said.
Well, it doesn't look, tell me a little bit about what I'm looking at. I see a lot of pieces. There's a lot of stuff here.
Well, this is a car apart.
Mm-hmm.
This was my wife's car when we got married. We got married in 72.
First date?
She just bought a car and wanted us to look at it. It's a nice car. So she drove it, and then I started driving it.
Who's a better driver?
Oh, I am. She crashed this.
So is that how the pieces came up here?
And the funny thing about it is, he owned body shops, and so, I mean, I don't know how many different times this car would show up at home, and the fender would be one color, the door would be another color, and the rear would be another color, and I have to go to school in this thing going, oh man, I don't want to go to school in a car that's 3 different colors. It was always in different stages, because one of the ways he would evaluate a painter or a metal man would be, hey, go to work on my car, and the guys would inevitably take it down. And it wasn't like he'd drive a rental car, he'd just keep driving it. And so, you know, I don't know how many times did that car change color when you had it? 5. 5.
Wow.
I remember it being
It
orange.
was the original powder blue.
powder
Right.
blue.
So you're in the business. You're a true car guy.
Yeah.
I mean, what's it like to come to Pure Vision and see this? What do you
This
think?
is a great shop.
I know, right?
Yeah, I was just a regular body shop right in the middle of Van Nuys.
You know, we took it apart, we sandblasted and powder coated the frame, we put on new suspension, we put a new rear end on, we put the engine together. There was actually a Hot Rod magazine article about that particular motor. That was a Target 350 engine, where if you did a couple things to it and you added a different cam and, you know, beefed
that
up
was
the
a whole
heads,
article. Yeah,
it
that
would
was the
crank
build.
it to 400 horsepower.
Right.
So I was like, I'm going to do that. So I bought all those parts and put it together.
There's the boxes. I can
Right.
see them right here.
Right.
And there's
He bought the carburetor.
right.
My dad bought the carburetor.
Right.
And so we had this whole plan to make it a 400 horsepower engine, which we did because I sent the engine out eventually, and it was dyno tuned and cranked out 400 horsepower. So it was a true legitimate 400 horsepower
Right.
engine. We had the heads ported and polished. We did a lot of work to it.
Wow.
And then it came time for the car to go to a body shop. And so the first body shop we took it to, nothing happened. It sat there for a year and a half. Then it went to another body shop
Right.
and had some body work done to it. And then at that body shop, the guy that owned it, he went out of business and had to move. So
Right.
he was like, come pick up your car. And I picked the car up, but there were parts missing. And we couldn't find the parts. They just disappeared. So the convertible top frame is gone. The fenders were gone. The hood, a couple parts here and there were gone. So then it went to another shop. And it stayed at that other shop for about, I don't know, 8 or 9 years.
Look at all these parts. This is like a whole parts warehouse in there.
Yeah,
Have you
it
ever
sure
seen so
is.
many parts?
Nope. I didn't even know he had these.
You know, I did a little bit of research and I came across Steve, and that's why we're here today. We're here to meet with Steve and kind of take a look at some of his cars
You guys are
and see if he can help
this.
us out.
This is truly amazing. I mean, most builds I've seen, when people come in, it's
Yeah.
a couple sketches and stuff like that, and like, well, we kind of want this, we kind of want that, but nobody really has like a true focus. I mean, from a body man's perspective, I mean, does this look doable? I mean, he's got all the parts. You think
Oh,
he
sure.
could be? Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Take a couple days, right?
Couple days just to figure out all the parts. It's amazing when you find someone who really can pull it apart to this extent. Nobody knows more about, bringing technology together and really keeping, the authentic lines, the feel of a car like this. I mean, that's why it gets all the attention from Chevrolet and Ford, all these different OEMs, because, I mean, the work is really along these lines. We can take these pieces together, and I'm telling you, before you go, you got to check out some of these cars.
Okay.
You gonna take a look at this? I want your opinion from a true body shop guy. I want to hear what you think about this. And well, I hope you guys end up coming together with Steve if you can get into his waiting list, because he does have a big waiting list. But if you can get
I
together
know.
with that, this would be a dream. I know I want to see it. So let's go take a look. You ready?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
All right, let's move out.
Yeah, this is a lot of work.
Yeah, I know it is. I'm just trying to realize, think how you did it.
Yeah, a lot of work.
It
But
was
came
6
out
inches
nice.
almost.
Yeah, 5, just about 5. just
Yeah.
about 5.
Make that door fit like that.
And the other nice thing
That's
is
incredible.
Bob is not a small man, so now he's got fantastic
Look at that
room
door.
to get in. And when the seat goes forward, you got another 5 inches to get into the back seat.
And I know you normally don't do this, because I know
Yeah, brother.
before
I'm
cars-
keeping my clothes on.
No, before cars are released, I know, customer cars and things like that are sacred to you. And
Yeah.
he's the only guy who gets a car cover that looks as nice as the car. I don't know where you get these, but it looks like something you put a diamond in.
Yeah,
But,
the jewelry bag.
No,
Yeah.
I've been looking at the back over there. Can we take a peek?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
know
of
that's
course,
coming
yeah.
out
Yeah.
next week probably,
Yeah,
right?
this-
All right, I'll help you. I
Just
wanna
roll
make
it.
sure.
Take a look at this.
Yeah.
So this is just a straightforward, nice
That's cool.
car.
Yeah, it is.
It's got an aftermarket suspension, which is better than the stock stuff.
Right.
It's got upgraded brakes, better than the stock
Nice
stuff. It's got a vintage air conditioning, better than the old
Got metal
stuff.
blue.
Right.
But other than that, straightforward, nice. This is actually a Chrysler color called Surf Blue, which is very pretty and looks like a nice medium silvery blue from the day.
thought it
This
was
car
like a
wears it
gunmetal
well
blue.
with the white.
Can we see the motor?
This is like a showroom.
This guy want to
Where's it
sell
on
it?
this one?
Does he want to sell it?
No, this is
You got a
This is
Camaro?
kind of-
Is it up on this one? Oh,
This
yeah.
is kind of the type of build you want to do, right?
So this is just a clean small block.
look at that.
It's got a modern serpentine pulley, one belt, modern AC compressor, modern high output alternator, all GM, easy to get components. Nothing crazy. You know, you can actually service it, maintain it.
Can I open up the back door? I just want to see the light on this.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Mine,
yeah. It's unlocked, so you can just bring the chain
You
up.
see the interior? Let's take a look at the interior.
Yeah. Same seats and everything.
You,
Yeah, but that has the gauges in it.
Same center count. Everything the same.
We didn't have the gauges though. The center gauges.
No, we didn't have those.
and
Those are
this one has
aftermarket.
a new plate put in because this has a 4-speed overdrive transmission. So it's got the overdrive because the old one would just have 1, 2, 3. But other than that,
Here's one of the things I like about this. When you look at this car, how it frames up. I mean, this is a real muscle car. Look at, squat down and look at this.
it sits nice. It's a
My
little
license plate.
lower.
IQJ935, huh?
That's what?
That's my license. I think that was my license plate.
Well, wouldn't it go on your car?
I don't know. How did it get here?
Maybe that's your car. That's your car.
What?
That's your car.
That's your
This
car.
is my car.
This is
That's
your
your car.
What are you doing to me?
That's your car.
That's your car.
That's your Camaro. That's your Camaro. That's it.
Unbelievable.
I started with Steve a year and a half ago. We've been building it for almost 2 years.
This is all his idea.
That's your Camaro.
That's your Camaro.
You want to come check it out? This is your car.
This is your car.
No, what do you mean? It's
That would be why your license plate's on it, sir.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
congratulations.
thank you.
You're welcome.
Steve and I have been working together for almost 2 years on this.
Yeah.
Is that pretty nice?
Yeah. Amazing.
Yeah, it came out pretty nice. The colors are pretty on it.
Oh, yeah.
I like the white hockey stripe against this with the white top of it. It's a nice looking car.
You look good in it.
Yeah, you do.
What do you think?
I'm afraid to drive it.
Oh, for crying out loud.
This whole day is all about you.
He's just taking
It's
it in
Buster's
away from
Day.
I can't believe this. I just hit the
Where's
lotto.
Troy?
Oh, look, some other people want to come say hello.
car.
Oh, we got
Been working on
And then he
this for a
refuses to
long
go.
time.
Think so. I don't even want to drive this. It's so beautiful.
Working on it, I was like, oh my god, that's
All right.
Look what the shirt says.
Look at that.
Going the distance since 1969. You want to put it on?
Yeah.
That was Dave Weiss's contribution.
All right.
You just put it over your shirt.
Put it on.
Almost 2 years.
Been 2 years?
Yeah. Well, I was in a storage unit for 10 years. I pulled it out and brought it here 2 years ago. A year and a half ago.
Wow.
Dad, I've known Clarence for 20
Hey,
years.
remember that program, This Is Your Life?
Yeah, that's
That's what this is.
This is it. This is it. Yeah, it's yeah. There we go. Let's just keep this up on there. Like that. Look at that.
I've known Clarence for 20 years. He and I worked at Kiss FM together.
Yep.
Really?
And he called me and he told me he's been a car nut for as long as I can remember.
You acted like you didn't know when it came
Yeah,
out.
oh, totally.
That's the whole
Yeah,
idea.
we reeled you in on that one.
You sure did.
I was doing a little reeling you in, and yeah, this. We were waiting for you. This was totally set up. Carvanian, Super Son of the Year.
Oh, yeah.
Super Son of the Lifetime.
No
comes
doubt.
in. How do you compare with this? And he goes, yeah, I just telling me the story.
It's like
Said,
a dream.
I got this together for Dad. I was like, are you kidding me? Of course. I'll fly from wherever I gotta be. This is great. This is really amazing.
So you
Sure
didn't,
did.
you didn't even think it was your car?
No.
No. And then when did it finally kick in?
Still asking. And like a dream.
Like a dream.
Yeah,
So this
really.
is
Like, remember that program, This Is Your Life?
this is your life.
And all our friends appear.
This is your Camaro. So about 2 years ago, I figured that the car's been in storage. It's time to get it out and do something with it. And I tracked down Steve. I'd seen one of Steve's cars maybe 15 years ago. And I called him up and made an appointment. I came down here. He showed me the shop. He and I went to lunch. And he said, I don't have an opening for another 2 years. I said, all right. And then he called me a couple weeks later and said, the guy that was going to come into the opening I had, he's not going to be able to do it. Do you want to get your car? And I said, sure. And that was May of 2015. It's almost 2 years ago. So you had no idea.
No. How was that? I had no clue.
And then after it came back from Mix, it came here, and they started putting it together, and it's been a culmination of almost a year of putting it back together, bolt by bolt, nut by nut.
How much it cost?
Way too much to even think about now. Now I gotta write Steve a check.
All right.
Yeah. You have your checkbook with you? Oh, you got a credit card? Okay, good, because we're gonna need it, because he's not letting us out of here. That's why he pulled it back in.
When you first saw it, before you even knew it was yours, your initial reaction, did you like the color combo? Did you like the blue and the white stripe and the white top and et cetera, et cetera? Did you find that an attractive color combination?
What you heard me say, does this guy want to sell it?
Oh, you know what? You're right. I did hear you say that. We'll just make a shortcut and just get this one, and
That's what I was
true.
thinking.
That sums up it. I'm taken care of. I just got the answer I needed. That's cool. So, driving around for a couple hundred miles, 500,000, and keep a list, because it will come back and there will be little things, and then we'll go through it and make sure everything's right and tight. But it's got to get shaken down and to find those little things. But other than that, she should be ship shape to go. Yeah, Troy's been driving it. I don't know if he's got 100 miles on it yet, but been driving it around and making sure and making tweaks, making this and that, but nothing has leaked. There hasn't been a problem. So been really, really happy with how solid it is. It drives wonderfully. If you even vaguely remember how it drove when you got it, this car will not be that car. With the new suspension and the new tires and the new braking, it's a very, very different car. It's not a supercar. It's not trying to be a Porsche Turbo, but it is a much more manageable car than an original '69 Camaro, because it's a much more compliant suspension and braking and tires to ride around on modern roads and actually deal with situations. I'm sure this is all kind of a crushing wave of wow.
You got a great son. I mean,
yeah, that's very true. And you do have a good son. Since I've been working with him, he's a good, straight up guy who's, just talking business wise, he's always made sure there's been funds to work on the car. He's always asked, what do we need? How do we make sure it's taken care of? And that, regardless of the industry, that's a professional person who's just trying to get a job done properly. That goes a long way. Plus, I've had multiple surgeries, and he's reached out to me. Hey, what do you need? Do you need help? It's just you have a son who is an excellent human.
yeah,
He's an excellent person.
he sure is.
And he sure is. He's a good guy. And that don't hurt.
No, it doesn't.
Here's the funny part. No matter what I do, he's gonna have this look of like, what's happening next? Man, it's been a long day, and of course it all came together. It started in 1970. It ends in 2017 with a little detour thanks to the folks at Hot Rod, who turned Damien onto an article that could take his crate motor from 350 horsepower to 400 horsepower. And then everything came apart thanks to the folks at Pure Vision. Steve Strope put it all back together. Look at this, even this. These keys are brand new. Everything is brand new. These are yours. Let it set in. You got a great car and an awesome son.
Thank you.
Congratulations, my friend. It's gonna be a great day. Certainly, look out for these guys driving the coolest looking Camaro along the streets of California. I think he's heading out to the canyon right now. Till then, we'll see you soon.